again to a longtime supporter of outstanding children's television.
Welcome to the Mike Merv Show, starring Mike Merv Show, produced by Mike Merv Show, directed by Mike Merv Show. And today, Mike Merv Show's special guest star is Ali Haji Sheik of the New York Football Giants. And now, here's Mike Merv Show.
Thank you. Hey, how you doing, huh? Let's have a warm and wonderful Mike Merv Show welcome for my good friend, Ali Haji Sheik. Ali! Hey, look at him, huh? Let's huddle over here. Oh, great to see you again. Let me ask you something. What is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar really like?
He's a professional basketball player, Mike, and I've never met him.
So have I, and he's a good friend. Now, can I ask you a question?
Probably.
You are one of the finest place kickers in the NFL. And I was wondering, what is the most important thing about kicking a football? Is it the holder, the blocking, the snap?
Well, those are important, Mike. But I have to say mathematics is more important.
Matt, is he the player to be named later in the Sherman trade? You heard it first on this show, ladies and gentlemen.
No, Mike Merv Show. Mathematics, as in arithmetic, geometry, algebra, trigonometry.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, I find that easy to believe. Here, I brought some tape with me.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Very nice.
Oh, I thought you might like to show your viewer.
Oh, right. Thurman, you want to rack this up for me?
Mathematics has a lot to do with kicking a football.
Wow.
The force applied to the ball and the angle at which it is contacted determine the ultimate trajectory the missile will travel.
Deep.
In other words, the way I kick it determines the path it'll take. Maybe you could roll the tape.
Oh, sure. Roll the tape.
Here's what happens when I kick the ball so it starts at a 60-degree angle. It's not effective because, although it went very high, it didn't travel far.
It sure didn't go very far down the old baseball diamond, did it?
Football gridiron.
Ooh, right.
Now, here's what happens if I kick the ball with the same force at a 15-degree angle. It doesn't go as high as before, but it doesn't go very far either, although the parabola does alter. The parabola. These curves are representative of a type known as a parabola. The path of the ball is a parabola. Here, let me show you.
Oh.
If I kick the ball to start at a 60-degree angle, then the ball follows this parabola. Now, if I kick it to start at a 15-degree angle, then it would follow this parabola.
What's this one in the middle?
That's the path the ball takes at the optimum angle for a kicker. Watch this. An angle of about 45 degrees is the best angle. A 45-degree angle gives you the longest distance.
Gee, you kicked it right through the big H.
Uh-huh. Well, Mike, I've got to go.
Before you go, how about if I tee one up for you and you give it a good boot right here on our stage, huh?
Okay, Mike, this is my pleasure.
Okay, now you're going to see something. A football, please. Another football, please.
Okay. Now, Mike, I'm going to show you what happens if I kick the ball at a 90-degree angle.
90 degrees. I am one excited talk show host, I can tell you.
Okay, first of all, we have to set the tee right side up.
Oh, you do it that way.
Right. And then we put the ball properly on the tee, straight up and down.
Oh, that's the NFL method.
Yes, it is. Okay. Now, you're not going to let go, are you?
No way.
Okay. Okay, are you ready?
Fire away. Ollie, you really gave that pigskin a ride for the money. You kicked it clear out of sight. Talk about lucky breaks. It hit me right in the brain. Well, hello today for everybody.
Sure is mighty fine of you to come to the town supper with me, Miss Laurie.
Golly gosh, who wouldn't go with you, Curly? I mean, you are about the handsomest man in these parts.
Well, I ain't really. I'm just normal like.
Oh, normal like, huh? Well, you're terrific and smart and strong and a real catch any girl would love to have on her string.
Oh, I ain't really. I'm just running the mill.
Well, I won't hear of you saying those kinds of words. Why, you're the most wonderful man in the whole territory.
No, believe me, I'm just regular. Well, just listen. I'm just an average American, but that's a plenty for me. I'm just an average American, and you can be one like me.
Really?
Well, sure.
Well, what do I do?
All sorts of things.
Like?
Well, you likes to eat?
Uh-huh.
Well, I eat 43 pounds of chicken and a half a pound of spinach too. 9.4 pounds of coffee and an acid when I'm through.
Lots of antacids?
Oh, about 30 tablets.
Every day?
Every year. I eat 4 gallons of ice cream, take 6 days off from my job. I go to the movies 5 times a year and eat corn right off the cob.
How much corn?
Oh, about 13 a year.
Every day?
Every year. I'm just an average American, but that's a plenty for me. I'm just an average American, and you can be one like me. I save 5% of my money, see my dentist about twice a year, spend 9 minutes a day on a second job, and read 2 books a year.
Only 2?
I'm slow study. Of course, I like to watch TV 30 hours a week or so. You can bet I laugh 15 times a day.
Is it funny?
I don't know. I average plenty of showers, about 5 a week or so. I'm alone just over 6 hours, but it's getting late. We'd better go. Miss Laurie? Miss Laurie? I guess you drifted off to sleep. We don't want to be late to the dance.
Oh, I don't think I can go with you tonight, Curly.
Well, why not, Miss Laurie?
I've got an average headache. Good night, Curly.
That's funny. That's the same excuse my horse used. Well, I'm just an average American.
This time.
Oh, yeah.
I do that one, and you said I didn't.
Oh, I got it.
I've got a game and a card trick for you right now.
Alrighty.
Larry,
Yes.
here is an envelope that I have. I'll
Okay.
give that to you.
All right.
And Cynthia, this deck of playing cards will be what we use for our game.
Okay.
I want you to count off an even number of cards down onto the table. You do that.
Alrighty.
Make a pile. Any number at all, an even number.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Okay. You want any more?
13, 14.
Okay. Any more?
That's it.
That's enough. All right. Let's see what cards you place down here then. We have all of these cards down like this. There. Now we'll separate them out so that we can see what we have right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Our game, very simply, is an elimination game in which we'll each place our hands on cards.
Right.
I will eliminate one of the cards that you select. You eliminate one of the cards that I select.
Okay.
And at the end, let's see which card is left. All right?
Alrighty.
If you would. I'll let you start.
Okay.
Okay, you've chosen those. I'll eliminate that one. And now, of these two, you eliminate that. Okay. And I'll eliminate there. And you eliminate one of the... Oh, this one. Okay. Okay, there. All right. There. Okay. There. That's it. Okay. Here. There. Okay. Okay, and it leaves us with the Black King of Clubs.
Right.
You have a predicted card?
Yes. There you go.
How about that? Now, it's a very simple game. When we are eliminating cards, I always make sure that I eliminate the card under your hand that is not the special card. You see, we began by placing the magic card, the special card, on the top of the deck. So that when you dealt them off, it was sure to be in our pile.
where it was.
And then, as I would eliminate 2 cards, I would always put my hand on other than the special card. And if you happen to put your hand on that card, I would eliminate the other one until we got down to 1 card. And that's how it's done. Now, if you do this at home, be sure that you have an even number of cards to start with, because if you have an odd number of cards, this may not work. And that's how it's done.
That's great. That's really nice.
Now, if you could try this...
Mr. Blackstone, you know the levitating girl?
Yes, I know her well.
We can't get her down.
Oh, no. Oh, excuse me just a
Yeah,
moment.
sure. Well, good luck with that.
Oh, boy, imagine being stranded in the air.
Yeah, I
like
think they're sick or something.
Mathman, your mission is to eat only even numbers. When you encounter a number, you will have until the count of 3 to make your decision. And beware the venomous Mr. Glitch. He will eat you if you are wrong.
Mathman, 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 Mathman. All right. Looks even. Awfully cute. Mathman, Mathman, Mathman. Even numbers, Mathman, Mathman. Looks even. Oh, odd. Mathman, 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 Mathman.
Enjoy being a glitch.
So the other elephant says, that's not my radio, that's my wife. Get it, get it? I'm driving the boat, get it?
Thanks, Buffo. After a month at sea, we really appreciate your valiant effort in keeping our spirits up. But laughter uses up energy, and as we are running short of supplies, we must conserve all we can. Ensign Sussman!
Right, Captain, right here.
Ensign Sussman, check the sea chest and see how many sea biscuits we have left.
Right, Captain. Sorry to report, Captain, we've got 0 biscuits left.
Very well. We must begin to ration. Let's see, how many of us are we? It's Mrs. Smythe Barney, Ensign Sussman, Buffo the Clown, and myself. That's 4 of us. How many sea biscuits did you say there were?
0, Captain.
All right. 0 sea biscuits and 4 of us. Let's see. 0 divided by 4 equals 0. Each person gets 0 sea biscuits.
But, Captain, it is almost tea time. I must have a biscuit.
Mrs. Smythe Barney, don't you understand that there are 0 sea biscuits? If you divide 0 sea biscuits among 4 people, each person will get 0 sea biscuits.
Well, if you think that I'm going to sit in this life raft with no sea biscuits, you are sadly mistaken. I'm leaving, and you can be sure your cruise line won't hear about this.
Miss Barney!
Right! Corking good backstroke she's got. Well, gentlemen, that's a bit of good luck, isn't it? Because now that Miss Smythe Barney is gone, that means that we'll have more sea biscuits for the rest of us.
We'll see about that. Let's see. There are still 0 sea biscuits, but there are now 3 of us to share them. So, 0 divided by 3 equals 0. Each person still gets 0 sea biscuits.
Oh, well, I'm hungry. You've all been swell. I gotta go now. Bye, boys and girls.
Right, you know, I'm gonna miss old Buffo. He was a right funny fellow.
Yeah, but those funny shoes of his will work as flippers. He'll reach the mainland in no time and send someone out here to rescue us.
Right, well listen, Captain. In the meantime, while we're waiting, would you like something to eat?
What? I thought you said we had 0 Seabiscuits. We already know that 0 divided by any number other than 0 equals 0. So no matter how few people are left on the life raft, they still get 0 Seabiscuits.
Right. Well, you know, we do have 0 Seabiscuits, but we got a nice ham, too, you know?
Gracious.
Oh, look at this. We got some hot dogs. That is a nice bit of bread, Kevin.
Zero. 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 Any number times 0 is 0.
Hear ye, look alive, order in the federal court of jive. Here's the cat's gonna settle your grudge. Everybody rise for the rapping judge.
I don't dig lion, and I don't dig bunk, and I don't dig none of this counterfeit junk. So tell it to me straight, and bet to make it rhyme. Tell me who's the plaintiff and what's the crime.
I'm sure, Your Honor, the court will find that this young lady has robbed me blind. I made a pie like I always took it, but now it's gone and I know who took it.
What kind of pie?
Why, apple mash.
And where'd you try to keep it before the snatch?
I set it on the windowsill, and if she hadn't swiped it, it'd be there still. Now, wait a sec.
Now, tut, you'll get your chance to say, what? There's just one little matter left. About what time did you notice the theft?
The pie was stolen at 2 o'clock.
The pie was stolen at 2 o'clock.
Are you sure that that's a true o'clock?
Yes, it had to be stolen at 2 o'clock.
Now, you heard the lady plead about how her pie is a history. Now it's your chance to call the tune. Tell me, what were you doing that afternoon?
Well, I left my home at 1 o'clock to ride my skateboard around the block. Did a little of this and a little of that, and I didn't get home till 3 o'clock flat.
Did anybody see you?
Don't think so, why?
Kid, you could use an alibi.
So my dad got home at 1, you see, but nobody saw me again till 3.
From 1 to 3, this birdie flew, and the crust bit the dust along about 2.
One more question, I'll make it brief, cause math might have a finger to thief. How far is this kid's habitat from the place where Granny hangs her hat?
The plaintiff lives up by the bay, and the girl lives about 4 miles away.
I say, what? 4 miles? What? 4 miles?
Give or take a bit.
Word, that's the end of it. This child is innocent. Of this I'm confident. She did not do the deed. The clue is the rate of speed. Someone on a skateboard has the power to cruise at just about 3 miles an hour. That means 60 minutes or so. 3 little old miles is all she can go.
But the lady lives 4 miles away.
Yo, homeboy, I hear what you say. Around 8 miles, there's just no way.
Yo, we're hip and that is that. We got the math is here to help us solve the fact.
A child on a skateboard hasn't the time to steal a pie and seal the crime. So let's all split if you get my gist, and if you don't, then case dismissed.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Tuesday, 9:43 a.m. Commuter traffic on Highland Avenue was as close as a stack of spoons due to an overturned truck of pre-sweetened cereal at the Hollywood Bowl. We were working the day watch out of MathNet. My partner, George Franklin, is under arrest. The boss is Thad Green. My name is Monday. I'm a mathematician. We decided to look at scenes from Monday's show to refresh our memories.
Do we have to?
While George was on vacation in the Great North Woods, there was a robbery of a bank in Los Angeles. The videotape from the bank contained a surprise, an unpleasant surprise.
Keep your hands on the counter, stay away from the alarm, and give me all your money. I have a bump.
Bomb.
Not only did the evidence from the tape look bad, but also the $250,000 showed up as a deposit in George's account. Mr. Ratzeller, the bank manager, said.
It seems you've made a rather large deposit at our Tujunga branch.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yes, you did. Last Friday at 12:15 p.m., you deposited $250,000 cash in your account.
Do you have any logical explanation, George?
Uh-huh.
What is it?
I must have done it.
Kate? You don't think I did it, do you? Robbed the bank, I mean?
No, of course I don't, George.
Good. Let's go to lunch.
I don't think you're taking this seriously, George.
I am, but what can I do? I don't have any witnesses. It's just my word against television. And you know if a jury of my peers sees the television tape, they'll believe it. People believe everything on television.
There's a map showing the Madison. I want you to tell me everything you did on your vacation.
You mean like show and tell?
Uh-huh.
I left home Sunday. I left home 12:30. It's roughly 150 miles to the Great North Woods. It takes 3 hours to drive it. I got there about 3:30.
Boat leaves from here?
Yes, you can catch a boat to the island on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. The boatman is an old codger named Jesse Motts.
So this is...
Right, it's Mott's Landing. I got the 4 o'clock boat. It's a 2-hour trip. I got to the island about 6 and camped till the next Saturday.
And no one saw you?
No one except old man Motts. He'll testify that he took me there on Sunday and brought me back the next Saturday.
Okay, George. But what if you came back on Friday?
But I didn't.
I know, but just what if? When is the earliest you could have come back?
10:30 in the morning.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. 10:30 is the first trip.
Okay. Let's say you left at 10:30. You said the trip takes?
2 hours.
That would put you on shore at 12:30. But the bank was robbed at 12 noon.
Maybe I didn't do it.
Of course you didn't. You couldn't have. You're innocent. I'm going to tell the chief. Chief, it's Monday. I've got great news.
Unless, of course, I took the seaplane.
Seaplane? I'll talk to you later, sir. What seaplane?
I forgot about the guy who has the charter business up there. It's the other way to get to the island.
Know the name of the outfit?
Fishmonger Airlines. I remember their slogan. You won't be washy and you won't be wishy if you fly to No Madison Island unfishy.
Do you have the number of Fishmonger Airlines in the Great North Woods? Thank you.
What are you doing, Kate?
Trying to keep you out of jail.
Well, thank you.
It's a recording. They fly only on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They fly to the island at 7, 11, and 4, and return 45 minutes later. It's a half-hour flight. What if you took the 7:45 flight?
But I didn't. I hate flying. Makes me carsick.
Play this out, George. It's a half-hour flight. That would put you on shore at 8:15. It takes 3 hours to drive to L.A. That would put you here at 11:15. You could have done it, George. You could have robbed the bank, made the deposit, and driven back up there for the 4 o'clock flight back to the island.
But...
I know. We've got to get a hold of that pilot. He'll prove you weren't on the plane.
But you can't reach him until Friday.
Monday. Wednesday? Yes, Chief, I'll tell him.
The chief?
Yes. Your hearing is set for tomorrow.
Boy, justice really does move swiftly around here.
That doesn't give us much time to prepare for your case.
Maybe if I throw myself on the mercy of the court?
There must be some other way of proving you weren't in L.A. on Friday.
Kate! I've just had a thought. 2 thoughts, in fact.
What are they?
One is, I think I left the iron on this morning.
What's the other one?
I had my car oiled and lubed before I drove up.
So?
So let's check the garage and see what the mileage was on the record.
Of course. If you did rob the bank, you would have had to make an extra trip to L.A.
there would be an extra 300 or 400 miles on the car. Kate, this is my mechanic, Krusty. Krusty is probably the finest mechanic north of Ventura Boulevard.
And south of Van Owen.
Krusty, this is Kate Monday, MathNet.
Pleased to meet up with you, Miss Monday.
Pleased to meet up with you too, Krusty.
Oh, you may be needing this.
No, thank you.
What can I do for you, George? What's wrong with the car now?
Not a thing, Krusty. She's running like a top.
Mean she, still spins out?
She? What's the difference between a boy car and a girl car?
Girl cars tend to live longer.
Krusty, can you look in your records and check the mileage last time you worked on her?
Oh, sure thing, George. Glad to. Walk this way.
You have a strange filing system, Krusty.
I do. Why?
Is that a copy of the bill, Krusty?
No, this is the bill, George. You haven't paid it yet. Here's the mileage when you left here last Saturday evening.
68,849 miles.
I told him to get rid of her when she hit 20,000.
So if you drove about 150 miles up and about 150 miles back...
150 plus 150 is 300 miles, plus a little driving around for the past 2 days, just from home to the office.
So let's say you drove another 20 miles. That's a total of about 320 miles.
If we add those miles to the miles on the odometer, what was it again, Krusty?
68,849 miles.
68,849 miles plus 320 miles is...
About 69,170 miles.
So that's the mileage you should have on your odometer? No more.
$69,480. That's more than 300 miles too much. I could have driven up and back twice.
Yes, may I help you?
Yeah. I just held up your bank. And that teller over there gave me these two $1,000 bills and they're no good.
All the evidence says that you robbed the next to the last National Bank.
I know.
So that leaves us with two alternatives. One is that you did it.
Uh-huh. And the other is?
Somebody wants to make us think you did it.
100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. This program was made possible by grants from the National Science Foundation, the U.S. Department of Education, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, and the Carnegie Corporation.